Thank you to the NGA for inviting me to say a few words at today's event. One of the good things about virtual events is that I'm able to accept more invitations and speak to larger audiences. So events like this are a great opportunity for me to set out some of my personal priorities, but I do hope obviously in the future to be able to meet you in person. So why did I want to say a few words specifically at your event? Well, we know that governance professionals are a fundamental part of a good school and trust governance situation. In their report last year, the National Foundation for Educational Research looked at this. They found that effective use of a governance professional's expertise is one of the key elements of effective governing bodies. And of course, the NGO and others have been saying the same thing for many years. Good governance professionals provide expert organisational support and advice. They can improve a board's efficiency and productivity, and they ensure compliance with regulatory frameworks. They are the go-to person on any procedural matters, and that's invaluable. And yes, I know that the role of the governance professional has too often been overlooked and underappreciated. The NGA's Clerking Matters campaign has been one of the forerunners in this space, and I'm grateful to them for their continued work. The department has also been focusing on what we can do to strengthen the role of the governance professional. We know that not all organisations recognise the value of a governance professional and the value they can bring with their specific expertise and experience. Some boards are therefore not receiving the level of support they need. There are no silver bullets, of course. We have been embarking, though, on a programme of work over the past few months to get a better understanding of these problems and consider how we address them. I know that my officials have worked closely with the NGA and a number of you as part of that process. As part of the work, we are looking at how we can articulate the benefits of effective governance support, particularly for school and trust leaders. We're looking at how we can identify a CPD career pathway for governance professionals, and we're looking at how we can better articulate the differing expectations of a governance professional in different parts of the sector. We aim to publish something bringing this all together over the next few months. I hope that this will be an important step in the right direction. We are also looking closely at the developmental needs of governance professionals after the contracts for the previous programmes ended in March. We want to make sure that any new programmes genuinely meet the needs of the sector. In the meantime, many of our previous providers continue to deliver high quality training. I want briefly to return to the point about leaders. We cannot talk about the importance of the role of the governance professional to audiences comprised solely of governance professionals themselves. You already know all of this. So an important nut to crack is how we improve recognition at board level and among executive leaders. To embed lasting and sustained change, we need to get the whole sector to understand the value that an experienced governance professional like yourself can bring. I understand that this is one of the many things that are highlighted in the NGA's recent survey being published today. We will be looking closely at those findings. I feel very strongly that this is an area of work that can have a real, tangible and lasting impact on the governance sector. I want to see every board across the country being able to draw on the expertise of a competent governance professional, because that comes back to the fundamental importance of the role and the impact it can have when it's done well. So I want to end by saying an enormous thank you, though, to all of you for all the work you've done, particularly during this period of the pandemic, and for the value that you bring to your boards. I hope that you will find today's network meetings valuable, and I'm grateful to the NGA for their continued work that they do to bring the networks together. And as I say, I do hope that circumstances allow me to meet many of you in the future. Thank you so much for all your hard work.